Hi, I'm Dr. Diane Polacheck, and we invite you to join us as we journey into the world of magic.
There's a whole wide world for us to see. We want to learn
2, 3.
for you and me. So open your eyes, take a look around. Just ask who, what, where, why, and how. Oh, wow!
Today we're at Wilkes University in the television studio, and boy, have we got a show for you. It's about magic. What do you think about that?
Wow!
Exactly, my word, exactly. Well, you know, magic has a long history. And today we have a famous magician with us. His name is Tony Baronio. He's going to share some of that history with us. He's going to talk about how he became interested in magic. The man has magic on his mind. Yes, he does indeed. And you know, I have magic on my mind too. What do I have right here?
Ketchup bottle.
Your ordinary, everyday ketchup bottle. Now, be careful because it might break if we drop it. So I'm going to make this ketchup bottle disappear. Do you think I can do it?
Yes.
Confident?
Yes.
I haven't done this trick in a long time. I'm a little nervous. Okay. I'm going to put the ketchup bottle in the bag. Now, if you would please wave your hands over the bag and say the magic word on the count of 3. Please wave your hands over the bag. 1, 2, oh, by the way, what's the magic word? Okay.
Wow.
Hocus pocus. No, it's wow today, Alicia. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wow!
Look at that. Right before your eyes. How about that, huh? Woo! Well, that's one magic trick that I can do, but there's a man here who can do more magic than I can, and here he comes now. It's Mr. Baronio. Let's have a hand for Mr. Baronio.
Well, hi, how are we doing today, Dr. Polacheck?
Well, Mr. Baronio, welcome to WOW and to Wilkes. Oh, wait a minute. You are a teacher, I know. Why are you carrying your briefcase with you? It's not a work day.
Well, with magic, sometimes it is a work day for me, and I just wanted to let all the boys and girls that are here and our viewing audience that they should know that they don't have to take notes today. So just because I'm a school teacher, we don't have to take notes. You can hold on to that.
Oh,
and,
Neil, hang on to that for us.
One last thing.
What's that?
I want everyone to have a ball. So when we are here at Wilkes University on WOW, we're going to have a ball, right?
We will have a ball, too.
Yeah,
what do you,
sure.
Alicia, do you have a question for Mr. Baronio?
How did that bowling ball fit in that briefcase?
Very carefully. But we'll teach everyone a little magic trick a little bit later on, okay?
Well, that sounds just fine. Now, would you want your pencil back, Mr. Baronio?
Sure. Well, I don't know. Do you want to sharpen that for me later? Oh, no, that's okay.
It's a rather large pencil. Neil's kind of used to using smaller pencils.
Right.
Mr. Baronio, do you know what? We're wondering, when did you start your magic?
Well, I started showing an interest in magic when I was about their age. How old are you?
7.
That was the exact same age I was when I first showed an interest in magic. There was a television show on way back when, well, I won't tell you when, but way back when I was your size, and it was called The Magic Land of Alakazam. It would come on every week, and I had the opportunity to watch it, and sort of the magic bug sort of bit me. And I would then go to the library and take out books on magic and learn different simple little tricks, and I've been performing magic ever since then.
Wow, well, that's pretty amazing.
Yes.
You know what? We're wondering, can you tell us a little bit about the history of magic?
Oh, okay, well, magic goes way, way back to ancient Egypt.
Ooh.
They have actually found hieroglyphics on the walls of the pyramids of performers performing different tricks using balls and cups and animals and things like that. It really, like I said, is one of the oldest performing arts known to man. Back in the 1900s, bringing it up a little bit closer to our period of time, there was a very famous magician. How many of you would know who that famous magician is? Yes.
Harry Houdini?
Harry Houdini, very good.
Wow, excellent, Andrea.
Very good. Harry Houdini was a very famous magician back in the early 1900s. He was known for escaping. That's a form of magic where they would tie him up with ropes, or maybe they would put handcuffs on him or put him in a straitjacket, and he would escape. But he was also known for his card tricks. He was known as the King of Cards.
Really?
Yes.
I'm just wondering, who would like to see Mr. Baronio do a card trick?
Oh, great.
All right.
Okay,
please,
fine.
Please
well,
do.
Let's see. Your name is?
Sarah.
Sarah, nice to meet you, Sarah. Boy, you shake hands funny, Sarah. Sarah, we're going to say those magical words that all magicians say. Pick a card. And Sarah, if you would, I'd like you to please sign your name in big bold letters right across the face of the card. It's all right if I see the card. I've seen this trick before.
Well, there's Sarah signing her name on that card. That's marker, too, so that's going to last.
It is a permanent marker.
All right.
And Sarah has selected and signed the 8 of clubs.
The 8 of clubs. That's the 8 of clubs, right, Neil?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, Sarah, every time you see this card with your name on it, it will remind you of all the good times that you're having here at WOW. Are you having a good time?
Yeah.
See, it works? Watch. We're going to take your card. We're going to place it somewhere in the center of the deck. We'll give the cards a little bit of a cut and a little bit of a shuffle, losing Sarah's card somewhere down toward the center. Now, Sarah, it is my job to try and find your card. To do that, I'm going to employ the use of 2 other cards that I have removed from a different deck. These 2 kings I removed from a blue deck. So I'm going to take the king of diamonds, place that on top, followed by the king of hearts. And I'm going to square everything up using just 2 fingers. I don't want you to think I'm cheating. And this is where everyone comes in. I want you to wave your hands over the magical deck. Go ahead. And say those magic words on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
And if we spread through that deck now, you'll notice trapped in between those 2 kings, we have a playing card, which happens to be the 8 of clubs with Sarah's name on it.
That's wonderful, Mr. Baronio. Isn't that amazing, Julie? Sure is. That's terrific. Just wondering, do you do tricks with money, too? I know I've seen lots of money tricks.
Sure. Do you have a $100 bill I could borrow?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Alicia, you have a $100 bill on you, don't you? Or Libby?
No.
No,
Well, how
don't
about
carry
how about a $1 bill? Okay.
That might be more manageable.
Sure.
There we go.
Now, this is one of my favorite forms of magic that I like to perform. It's called close-up magic. And the thing I like about it is because it works very close up and personal. Now, it was Alicia, right? Alicia gave me this $1 bill. I'm going to teach everyone here how to increase their money. We're going to fold the bill in half, and we're going to put a little crease in it. That's a silly joke. Okay. What we'll then do is just keep on folding the bill. And I'm sure everyone here has heard of the ancient Japanese art of paper folding called origami. Maybe do you make paper airplanes? Yeah, sure. Well, that's a form of origami. I've taken origami to the next step because, as you can see, I learned how to change the paper and turn it inside out.
Absolutely incredible. What do you think, kids?
Yeah.
Bravo. Bravo.
Now, unfortunately, poor Alicia can't spend her $1 like this, so we're going to have to turn it back, just like we did before, just by folding the bill and doing a little magic. We're able to bring that $1 bill back to where it came. Now, Alicia, the big question is this the $1 you just gave me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm only teasing Alicia. There you go.
Mr. Baronio.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
When we come back, our WOW kids will transform themselves into magicians, and you won't want to miss it, so stay with us.
For you and me.
That one of the questions you ask when magicians do their tricks is, how did they do that? Well, in this segment of WOW, Mr. Baronio is going to show us a special rope trick, and he's going to share the secret magic behind it. So, Mr. Baronio, share it with us.
Oh,
We're
sure.
ready.
Well, what you would need is a long piece of rope just like this, and the object is very, very simple. We're going to attempt to tie a knot in this rope at the one end. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are thinking, well, I could tie a knot. I tie my shoelaces.
Sure,
That's tying a knot.
sure.
But the object is to tie a knot with just one hand. And the way we're going to do it is this. We're going to toss the rope up, and we're going to try and tie the knot just like that.
Wow, Mr. Baronio, how'd you do that?
Very carefully. No, I'm only teasing. Actually, I cheated. Okay? Now, this is what you would do. You would take a piece of rope and you would simply tie a knot in one end. Just like that. And what I was doing was I was hiding that knot in my hand so no one could see it.
Oh, that's the secret.
That's right. Then what I was doing was just tossing the rope up a few times, and on the third time, I caught the one end that was on the bottom, and I dropped the other end, and it looked as if I tied a knot in the rope.
Aren't you clever?
Right.
Now, Mr. Baronio, magicians usually don't tell their magic,
No,
do they?
they don't. But this is a very, very old secret, a very old trick. You could find it in libraries and things like that. So I'm really not giving a major secret away. But the whole idea behind what I like doing is not only teaching the boys and girls how to do this rope trick, but I also like them to use their imagination. See, I do a show called The Magic of Reading, and the whole idea is to use your imagination. Come up with some interesting stories when you're doing your magic. And I have a little story to tell you a little bit, a few minutes later. But I thought maybe if one of the girls would like to come up, or if all the girls would like to come up and try to think of a story that we could put with this rope trick.
Okay, well, let's get our imaginations going now here. Okay, think of a story. All right, everybody have one? A pretty good idea, Jen? I can see the brain working over here. All right. Well, let's start with Jen. Tell us your story. What would it be?
About a pirate.
And what happens with this pirate?
He has one good hand and one bad hand, and he had to tie a rope to an anchor to get it down to the bottom of the sea.
Aye, matey, one good hand and one bad hand, and ties a rope to get the anchor to the bottom of the sea. I like it.
That was very good.
Let's see the trick now. Hold it up.
Excellent.
Excellent. Not bad, Jen, not bad. Okay. Samantha, you ready for your trick? Tell us your story.
A cowgirl.
A cowgirl? Okay, we had a pirate with one good hand and one bad hand. What about this cowgirl?
I was riding on a horse and I had to lay a cow.
Oh, so you made a lasso then, didn't you? And you lassoed the cow. Let's do it. Let's see you do it. And is there a knot? Hold it up.
Very good.
Very good, Mr. Baronio. Wouldn't you say she did a great job?
I give her an A+.
An A+. Well, Becky, do you have a story for us?
Yes.
And you're going to tell us what it is?
Yes.
Go ahead.
It was about I was a Girl Scout and I had to climb a mountain and I had to tie the rope to a tree.
Well, very good. Let's see your trick, Girl Scout. And hold it up. There is the knot. You are superb.
Good.
Excellent job, Becky. And how about you? Do you have one for us, Sarah? Tell us the story.
I was playing tennis and my tennis racket broke, so I had to tie a knot on it.
Okay, let's see that magic trick with the knot. Whoa!
Very good.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
They did a fantastic job coming up with those stories.
Come on over closer here, because Mr. Baronio, is it true you have another rope trick for us?
Oh, yes,
please?
yes. Sure.
Good.
What you need for this is a piece of rope with two ends that are found on both sides, and a middle that's found somewhere down in the center.
Wait a minute. Ends are always on the sides,
Well,
and the
that's
middle
right.
is always in the center.
It's another joke. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to bring the center of the rope up in between the two ends, and I brought along with me my magical pair of scissors. Now, I'm sorry, your name again was?
Jennifer.
Jennifer, come on over here, Jennifer. You can put your rope down. Jennifer, I need a little assistance from you. Would you please do me a favor and would you cut the rope so we have two equal pieces? Okay, so place the scissors right there and cut. Now, Jennifer, it's very important that you place the scissors right there, okay? Because if you place them there or there, you'll really goof things up. So place the scissors right there. And Jennifer, there's one other thing you must remember. The rope is white. My fingers are pink. Cut the white rope, not the pink fingers, okay? So open up the scissors nice and wide and cut. Very good. Because what Jennifer just did is she cut the rope so we now have two equal pieces. Now, oh, wait a minute, Jennifer. See, equal means a little, two pieces that are the same size. We have a little problem here. We have a long piece and a short piece, Rebecca. Well, you know what? Let's just cut that piece off over there. We don't need that. And good. Because what Jennifer just did was she cut the rope so we now have two equal pieces. Now, Jennifer, Jennifer, did they teach you how to cut rope in school? She must have been absent that day. Okay, that's all right. Well, let's do it again, Jennifer. Just cut that piece off right over there. Good. Because what Jennifer just did was she cut the rope so we now have two equal pieces.
Well, look, Becky, what do you see?
The pieces are not equal?
No.
They're
Jennifer,
not equal.
I have an important question I have to ask you. You don't want to be a hairdresser when you grow up, do you? I'm only teasing. Here, we'll do it one more time. Just cut the rope right over there. Good. And let's see how she did. Oh, she did it this time. Let's give Jennifer a nice round of applause.
Good job, Jennifer.
Now,
nice
Jennifer,
job. Good.
Don't run away because you see that wasn't the whole trick. What we're going to do now is we're going to take those two pieces and we're going to tie them in a knot just like this. So we have a piece of rope over here and a piece of rope over here tied in the center by a knot. Now, Jennifer, I'd like you to hold out your hand for me. No, the clean one. I'm only teasing.
You're both clean, Mr.
There you
Baronio.
are, there you are. And hold up that rope nice and high. Very good. And bend this elbow like this and open up your hand like this. Just like that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Miss Vanna White. Let's hear it for Vanna.
Yay, Vanna!
Oh, you're not Vanna. You're not Vanna. You can put that hand down, though. But hold on to that rope as tight as you can, because remember, Jennifer has two pieces of rope. They're both about the same size. She has this piece over here, and oh, I'm sorry, I'm in your way. Let me move over this way. She has two pieces of rope. She has this piece over here, and she has... Jennifer.
What happened?
Sarah, I think Jennifer likes playing with our scissors. We have a long and a short piece again. Well, you know what, Jennifer? I have an idea. We're going to ask everyone here at Wilkes University to help us out. Would you do me a favor? Hold out your hand for me one more time, and we're going to lightly wrap that rope around your wrist, okay? Just like this. No, not my fingers, Jennifer. She's trying to tie me up. Look at this, Dr. Diane. Look, she's trying to tie... You give me my fingers, Jennifer. That's it. I want everyone to do me a favor. I want everyone to raise your right hand and go like this. Go. Come on, I said everybody back there. Come on, ready, go. That's it. And let's see how we did, Jennifer. And look. We now have one piece of rope. The knot has disappeared. Now giving yourselves and Jennifer a nice big round of applause.
Oh, wow.
And Jennifer, there's a little souvenir for you to take.
Always remember this
That's
story.
right.
Always, always. Mr. Baronio, do you ever do tricks with jewelry, like watches and bracelets and rings?
Well, you see, a lot of people have asked me if I'm a full-time magician.
Yes.
And the answer is no. I only do this on the weekends. During the week, I'm a psychic surgeon.
A psychic surgeon,
Yes.
Sarah? Do you know what a psychic surgeon is?
No.
Well,
I don't either, no.
If you're not familiar with psychic surgery, that's where we perform surgery without making any incisions whatsoever. The first thing a good psychic surgeon learns how to do is park his Mercedes. It's out in the parking lot. So, your name is? Samantha. Come on over here, Samantha. Would you do me a favor? Hold on to my car key just like this. You could turn around so everybody could see you. You could put that down. And, Rebecca, right? Would you do me a favor? Would you check that cord out? Tug on it, pull on it, make sure that it is solid, that it doesn't come apart, okay?
Is it okay, Becky?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Good.
And Samantha, come on over here. Is Samantha, right?
Sarah.
Sarah, I'm sorry. Sarah, if you would stand right over here, you can put your rope down and hold on to that other end. Now, you asked about doing something with jewelry,
Jewelry,
Doc.
sure.
Could I borrow one of your finger rings?
Will you give them back?
Sure,
All right,
promise,
then.
I
I'll give you
promise.
this one right here. It's coming off. Here it is,
Okay,
Mr. Baronio.
because what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to place this ring on that string. Now, I could do it the easy way by sliding it on, but since I'm a psychic surgeon, we're going to perform a little surgery. So just hold on to that as tight as you can, real tight, and we're going to cover our patient just in case anybody might be a little squeamish. And we're going to reach underneath here and... well, now, Dr. Polacheck, I should have asked, is this ring 14 karat gold?
It surely is.
Oh, good. It melts so nice and easy. But that's another joke.
Oh,
That's
I
another
hope
joke.
so.
Don't worry. But I think we have it because you'll notice that there's nothing in my hands. That's because I was actually able to get that ring right there on that string.
That's not my ring, Mr. Baronio. That's your car key.
Well, hey, you've been holding on to that, and oh, look at this, Dr. Polacheck. Inside the key case,
Oh, that's my ring.
we have attached to that chain a ring. Now, that's the big question, Dr. Polacheck. Is that the ring you just gave me?
That is my ring.
Oh, thank you very much. You should see the collection I have at home. I'm only teasing. I'm only teasing. But let me give this back to you.
Thank you, Mr.
That's you.
Baronio.
And I get to drive home again today. Thank you very much.
That's wonderful.
Thank
That's
you.
Great. Don't disappear, because when we come back, we'll have more incredible magic for you.
See, it's a lot to learn.
Magic tricks. We've even learned a little magic ourselves. But now it's time for some dazzling magic. Let's welcome the magnificent Mr. Baronio.
Thank you. Well, right now, I would like to take everyone on a magical journey back in time. We're going to imagine that we're going back to ancient Egypt. I want you to imagine that the pyramids are in silhouette behind me. It's at the end of the day, and a large crowd has gathered in front. They're watching the Pharaoh's magician as he weaves a story about the mystical sands of Egypt. What he would do is show everyone that he had an empty bowl made out of gold. Nothing inside. He then explained that he brought along with him some of the magical sands from ancient Egypt. The red sand from the burning desert. The yellow sand from the banks of the Nile River. And some of the green sand from the forests. He also had along with him a pitcher of water, pure and clear. He took that water and poured it into the golden receptacle. Every last drop. And finally, he had with him a simple cloth of cotton. What this magician would do is he would take a handful of the red sand and plunge it down into the water. He would then swirl the water around, mixing it. He would wipe his hands and proceed to the yellow sand. Once again, taking a handful of the yellow sand, plunging that down into the water, and mixing it with the red, making an orange-colored solution. He would wipe his hands once again, and finally pick up a handful of the green sand. And he would plunge that down into the water, mixing it with the red and yellow, making a muddy solution. He would then turn to his audience and explain that those three colors of sand had very magical powers. And to prove it, he would ask someone to help him. Like you, young lady, what color would you like, red, yellow, or green?
Green.
Green. What he would do is take his empty hand, plunge it down into the water, and scoop up a handful of sand, say a magical incantation, and pour it out dry, green sand.
Wow.
He would then wipe his hands and turn to someone else. This young lady, another color, red or yellow?
Yellow.
Yellow. One of my favorite colors. He would then take his empty hand, plunge it down into the water, and scoop up a handful of sand, say that magical incantation, and out would pour dry, yellow sand. Finally, he would turn to this young man. Another color, red or red?
Red.
Very wise choice, one of my favorite colors. Once again, he would take his empty hand, plunge it down into the water, and scoop up a handful of sand, set another magical incantation, and yes, dry red sand will come pouring forth. The audience would applaud. Finally, he would take the bowl of water and raise it into the heavens, said one last magical incantation, and poured out clear, wet water. And that, my friends, is the magical sands of ancient Egypt. Thank you very much. Thank you.
The magnificent Baronio, it's been a pleasure.
Well, thank you for having me, and I want to wish everyone a magical journey through life. Thank you very much.
We'll be right back. Enjoyed being with us today on WOW in the television studio of Wilkes University with the magnificent Baronio. We certainly had a great time. If you'd like to learn more about magic, visit your local library or bookstore. One book we would like to recommend is called The Klutz Book of Magic, written by John Cassidy and Michael Stroud. You can amaze your friends with the tricks in this book. And remember, if you have an idea for a WOW show or you'd like to appear on WOW, we'd love to hear from you. Send us a card with your name, address, phone number, and age to WOW! WBRE-TV, 62 South Franklin Street, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, 18773. Or check us out on the World Wide Web at the address shown on your screen. Thanks for being with us today on our magical adventure. I'm Dr. Diane Polacheck for everyone here on... Wow! Bye-bye, everybody!